I grew up on a farm here in Horsefly. I had my group of friends. I was very into sports. It was my main passion.
Growing up in a small caribou town, Riley Windeler always dreamed of being a professional athlete. But being only 4 feet 6 inches, Riley knew his form of dwarfism would hold him back. So he looked onto other dreams.
The first part of my childhood dream, I wanted to be in forestry and logging. That was in my family. And I worked with my family as I was growing up, and I wanted to follow up with what they were doing.
And so Riley did. As a teen, he started to apply to various mills, but soon realized that despite his qualifications, he was not getting any calls back.
Being a little person, I applied at a number of mills around the area, and I never heard back. And I kind of had the suspicion that it was because I was a little person. So I would take my resume in and never hear back from them.
That's when Riley saw the challenge he might have to face later on.
I got to the point where it's like, this isn't working. I'm not getting anything from this. So I sent my resume in via email, and I got a call within, it was about a week. And I thought to myself, they can't see that I'm a little person. So I went in for the interview. It all went well, but I never heard from them again. And I knew from there that once they saw that I was a little person, they didn't think I could do the job to the full ability.
But he thought surely things would change once he became an adult. Graduating from TRU with the Human Services Diploma, once again, Riley set out to follow his passion to help others.
I had this difference. I was always looked down upon, like I couldn't do something, and I thought, there's other people out there just like me, and so I can use what knowledge and skill I have to try and help them.
Once again, Riley heard no calls back until he saw a posting for a position at Horsefly Elementary, the same school he attended as a child.
Growing up in Horsefly, I knew the people here, and it looked like an interesting job working with the students. And in the back of my mind, I thought, I'll have a better chance at this job because I know the people.
Today, Riley is an education aide helping children read, write, and count.
It was amazing. It was great to work with the teachers that I had growing up.
Riley always gave 110% to everything he did, so he was just one of the kids in my classroom. I mean, there's obviously a physical difference to look at him, but I don't believe we treated him that way.
Like any new teacher, Riley shares the same fear and challenges.
I wouldn't say any unexpected challenges. I would say the biggest challenge was obviously how would the kids see me? Being a little person, would they look at me as a staff member in the school or someone that could be taken advantage of? But I found once you explain to the students that you have this difference, but you're still a staff member, they are accepting to it.
He did a good job. He did what was asked of him when I asked him to do things, and gave them, hints of how we can work with one thing or the other, and he would do that. And was always very positive. And if one of those reading buddies was away, there were always kids who go, I want to read with Riley, I want to read with Riley. He did a very good job for me.
Despite all the rejections, Riley stays positive and hopes others can be inspired to do the same.
I just want them to know there is hope out there. Be determined, be dedicated, and it may take a lot more trying than the average person, but it will happen. You can achieve your dreams.